So this video is about interfacing with Arduino course. It's a week 2 module solution that I'm going to show in this video today, how I'm doing it. So what I exactly have to do is that I have to take a photoresistor and then I have to use it, and using that I have to actually, if it's dark then my LED should glow up, and if it's bright according to that it should, like if it's dark it should glow. So that's what it's actually like. So now I will just code it and also make the hardware for it. So I don't have the actual hardware, so I'm using Tinkercad for it. So you can understand. So first I need an Arduino Uno R3 here, right here. Put it there. So and I need a breadboard for connections and also that I can connect everything I want. So I will take this one. Looks perfect. Alright, so now I will take a photoresistor, right? So I need a photoresistor. So first I will connect a photoresistor here, then I will connect a resistor. So the purpose of using a resistor is because since I can't measure, I want to measure voltage, but this photoresistor is only for if I dim or even make it brighter. If I make that room brighter, it will only measure voltage, like it will only give the voltage resistor value, sorry. But Arduino we can only read voltage. So that's why with the help of voltage I am actually able to use my photoresistor. So I'm connecting the photoresistor and resistor in one terminal in series. Here this is the common terminal, terminal 2 and terminal 1 of terminal 2 of photoresistor and terminal 1 of resistor. This is the common terminal where it's connected. From here I will read the voltage and I'll get the voltage value. So these voltage values is not actually the voltage value from 0 to 5. It's actually a number between 0 to 1023. So it's not actually 5 volts. So yeah, so now first I need to connect this positive pin to 5 volts. This I will set to red, and then this last one will be connected to ground pin. So this is it, black. Now for reading this from the common pin, so common node, so for that I need analog, since I don't want discrete values, I want continuous values. So that's why I need analog for that. So that is one more. Now I'll write the code for thing I want. So text continue. Now I'll just do some basic setup. So first I need the pin for analog, that will I can call it as photo pin, int photo pin equals to a0. Now one more pin will be for reading the voltage value. It's not actual pin, so sorry, it's for reading voltage, so I will name it as photo volts. Then I will need to configure it for this. So this name is photo pin, and then I need to just first I'll just do serial mount, serial dot begin, but I can see the whatever voltage I am, or not voltage exactly, but I can see what is coming when I read from the pin. So here what I want now is I want to read the voltage into photovolt. So I will just take photovolt equals analog read photo read. Okay, I think this is correct. Photo read, photo pin. Okay, I need this photo pin. Wait, photo pin. So this photo pin, and then I will just write serial.println. Serial.println the photo voltage. So I think I'll just once start simulation and see what happens. It's taking a bit time. Okay, see here. So first it's 0. So when the resistor, when it's dark, so the resistor is actually very high, right? Because there are no photons that are getting emitted from the material, like because of darkness. But when I increase the resistance, increase the brightness, more and more photons are emitted, and then because of which the resistance value goes low. And since the resistance value is going low, so my brightness is so my voltage is increasing. If you can apply Ohm's law, if you apply Ohm's law, we can understand that current will increase, and so voltage will also increase. That's why. That is why its maximum value is 88, right? So now I can take some if condition. So when my room is like in darkness, I can notice that it's actually going to 0, and when it's light, it's going to 88. So now I can create one condition, like say if it's below 20 or something, so I'll just light up an LED. So that's what I can use with this data I've got. So I can just take one LED, this one, and now I can just connect it directly. I'm not going to use resistor right now. Actually we should, but not right. I'm not going to use. Wait, I do it to cathode. So the cathode should go to black one, ground one. The ground will go to ground pin, since it's the cathode, black, and then this is the anode. This will go to pin 13, and then I will just write the code for it also. So I'll configure it in red pin 13, and anything else. So I need pin mode. And whatever. So if my voltage red is less than 20, so then what I will do exactly is that I will take I will use digital write red pin high. Okay, so that's what will happen. So every time if my photo voltage is less than 20, digital write I will do red pin high. Else else I need to go, like if my voltage is increasing, then else if I can use actually. So else if photo voltage is greater than 20, then I will just use digital write comma low. So if it's less than 20, then it will less than or equal to 20, it will automatically go high. So if the room becomes darker, it will automatically glow up. If it's more than 20, it will automatically go down. It will consider it as bright. So I can change color. I like green, so I will take green. See, red is also nice, but let's go with green. So I think I'll just run it once if it's coming correct. There's an error. Yeah, I just named the variable wrong. That's why it's not coming correct. Okay. Yeah, it's coming C. So I will open serial monitor also. So right now the value is 0. So in the if condition, it is going checking if it's less than 20. So yeah, it's less than 20. That means the room is dark. That's why this LED is growing up. Now if as I increase it, the moment it goes above 20, it automatically goes down. So it's considering this as a brighter room. Actually it doesn't matter, I can change this to 50 or 60 also. So it can consider maybe this as bright. So that doesn't matter, I can do that right now, right away. 5, I can just change it to 50, won't matter, just in matter of if condition. So I can just start simulation once more. See, now it's 0, room is dark. As I increase, the value is increasing. So after 50 it's considering it as a bright room, so that's why it's automatically turning it off. That's what is happening. So I think I've done what is asked for, like what I have to do, and I hope it's correct. Okay, thank you.